Commentary by the Township Committee. Ms. Johnson.
Okay, a special congratulations to the two young officers who saved the lives of that 19-year-old boy. I mean, I don't think those officers are much older than 19 themselves. And anybody who thinks that the younger generation doesn't get it are wrong. And we saw two wonderful examples of that tonight, especially the Officer Mary, who's only been on the job for 4 months. So hearty congratulations once again to them. Also, thank you to Mr. Rick Hahn, who has declined to continue his role on the Board of Adjustment. He's served for many, many years. He is, of course, the chair of the Planning Board, and I, as a member of the Planning Board, I am so grateful that he did not resign from the Planning Board, because he is just awesome. So thanks to Mr. Hahn for his Board of Adjustment work, and may he long continue on the Planning Board. Buried within the consent calendar are the names of 5 new volunteer firefighters, which is just really such a wonderful accomplishment. This is on top of the 7 new volunteers that we have gotten this year. So Chief Jesse Carr and Deputy Chief Mike Nunn have done just a superb job recruiting new members. I think we actually have, I'm not sure if it's 11, 12, or 13 at this point, because the number varies a bit, but this is a 20% increase in the number of volunteers. So they have done a superb job. And congratulations to our new captain, Mark DiCarlo. Excellent choice. We're really very fortunate to have someone of his caliber. And finally, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, whichever you celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Nunn.
On December 12th, the New York Times published an article about the Morris School District and its diversity, and how other school districts throughout the country are trying to become more diverse. And some places are having problems with it, there's resistance to it. And the Morris School District was noted in the New York Times as being sort of a model school district. And how fitting tonight that we swore in a product of the Morris School District, who happens to be an African American. He's a hometown guy, and so I'm really proud of Mr. Adair. And you hope you get to a point where you don't have to recognize things like this, but the fact is that we're still not there yet. But I was happy to see, since I'm a product of the Morris School District, that their district was recognized for its excellence in diversity. And that came on the heels of last month's meeting, where we had a presentation by the superintendent about how wonderful the school district's doing, even in comparison with some of the top public and private schools in the state. And I just would also like to echo the sentiments about the fire department. If you've paid attention, I've commented before about the need for volunteers. If for no other reason than they help keep our property taxes down, because it requires less paid firemen. So the fact that we have 12 this year, that was a number that frankly I didn't anticipate, 12 new volunteers. But I'm happy to report that the chief and deputy chief have really been on top of that.
Thank you. Mr. Sisler.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to thank Chief McGinnis, actually. I've been the police commissioner and deputy commissioner for the last 7 years. I've worked with 3 fantastic chiefs, Chief Quinn and now Chief McGinnis. Chief McGinnis came in, and I've known him since I was probably about 5 years old, when he was a Minuteman with my father and Mr. Quinn. And I watched as he became an officer, a patrolman, and moved up through the ranks. And it's been a pleasure to serve with him and work with him over the years. He has developed into a fine police chief, one of the finest that we've had. And I think that you can see through Mr. Crowell, or Patrolman Crowell and Patrolman Neary, and how they have responded. You see how Captain DiCarlo became a captain with a field that Mr. Mancuso was absolutely correct. One of the toughest fields that we've had to promote. It was a difficult decision, and Mark did a great job, but the other 2 officers, the other 2 lieutenants, were just as fine. And that, to me, is leadership from the top. And I think that that is what Chief McGinnis has given us. And I'll echo what Mr. Nunn had to say about Officer Adair. That was Chief McGinnis all the way, wanting to get a hometown guy, knows the streets and knows the community very well. And he's done that in the past with other officers, and that has been his leadership style for the past few years. Thank you to Mr. Hahn. I had the opportunity to serve with him on the planning board for a few years. He is a gem, and he has a world of historic knowledge about the township that we will lose in the one board, but thank God, again, he's not going anywhere anytime soon, hopefully. And I just wanted to recognize Matt Toplewski, who's a very good friend of mine, who just became a volunteer fireman tonight. He and I have been friends for the last couple of years, and he wants to look to become a fireman, and I was actually given the opportunity to introduce him to Jesse Carr, and he said come on board. So congratulations to Matt. He's a good man, and I think you're all going to like him over at Fairchild Firehouse. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Mr. Mancuso?
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to say how proud we are of Mr. Caffrey. After 2 years of service as mayor to the township, I have been very, very honored to be part of his administration. He's a very insightful, knowledgeable person, and I have all the respect in the world for you, Dan, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I know you're not going anywhere, but
Yes, I will.
a very, very good job.
Do I come back in January? Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
As you know, today is the first, today is the winter solstice, and starting tomorrow, the days are starting to get longer. So you realize that we're in the spring cycle. It'll be a half a minute in the morning and a half a minute at night, so thank God for that.
I call it the back nine. We're on the back nine.
Yeah, I hear you. But I want to wish you all a very, very happy and holy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, and a really happy holiday season. God bless you all.
Thank you.